Hey everybody!
Hi, Chris.
I made it finally to here. I was getting too much sleep. We established that in the pre-show that we had about 10 seconds of after I finally turned up.
Isn't it like 2 o'clock in the morning where you are?
Yes.
Too much sleep.
Yeah,
It's true.
As you can see, please welcome our guests, the Amyrlin Study.
The Amyrlin Study is here.
Yeah.
We have another token Wetlander.
Yay!
Hopefully
Don't
we
worry,
didn't.
there's at least 20 of more of Aiel in my room behind me.
There we go. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. How's everybody doing?
Oh man,
It's been a week.
what a week! What a
We've been
week!
eating good, y'all.
Yeah,
It has
let's keep
been.
eating good for like another 2 months. That'd be great. Every week, just keep going.
Let's keep eating good for like the next 90 days. That would be great. I would love that.
It's like fewer than 90 days now, isn't it? Is that right? I haven't done the math.
No, it's 90 days tomorrow. I adjusted my countdown. I stopped my countdown when the Telegraph interview with Rosamund said it would come out in March, and I was predicting April. I'm like, well, I'm going to stop my countdown for a moment. And then when Rafe released the actual date being March 13th, I was like, well, we're under 100 days straight away. So, yeah.
I was surprised that it was in Q1. I mean, end of Q1, but still. Like, I thought it would be later. I'm not mad. I'm not mad
either, but I was surprised too.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I was thinking the earliest would be May. It's kind of what I had. I was like, some point late April, early May was my initial gut, and then I heard like rumors, and someone said to me like, the first 6 months of 2025 looks like a lot of fun, shall we say? And I was like, oh, okay, cool. You know,
all right,
I can buy that. And then various things happened of like, Rosemary doing a play and people being available or unavailable for things to promote and such. And then Kev came out with his theories of times, and like we started to zone in. But it's early. It's late Q1, but very early in the year. It is something like 13 weeks away, basically. So
time is gonna fly. I know. I'm so pumped.
Yeah, I just did actually a reaction. I just finished filming a reaction video to the trailer where I watched it through and then I stopped and I like went over every single frame. And I caught a lot more the second time. I didn't actually watch it until I was live on the Dusty Wheel because I had intended to watch it ahead. And I even came downstairs early to like do that. And then my computer was being an a-hole, and I ended up like getting it running just in time for me to jump on. So I was like, hi, I'm not prepared for this thing that I've known about for 24 hours or whatever.
Well, we had I was live as well prior to the trailer dropping, and just it dropped, and we were like, oh my god, the trailer's dropped, like it's on YouTube, blah blah. Leslie was like, stop, I gotta go, and she ran off.
Right, I remember that. Like, be back.
And then came back like 45 minutes later, an hour later or something. It's like, okay, I've done my reaction now. Hey everybody, I'm back, So yeah, if you weren't keeping track, folks, last Saturday,
yes, we have some news.
There was a panel at CCXP, Comic-Con in Brazil. Rafe, Maddie, and Yoshi were there. And I still even haven't gone through everything that was said. But big takeaway, we got a teaser trailer and a release date of March 13th, which is 13 weeks, basically right now, if the math holds.
We should be 15 minutes into the first episode as of right now.
Yeah, we're going to just play it live. Prequel talk.
My ass is going
to exclusively today. Let me put up the first episode, folks. Oh wait, do you mean of season 3? No, I don't have that.
It's nice to know this ahead of time, though, because provided that I'm working again in March, which God forbid if I'm not, but if I am working again in March, I will be able to plan ahead and be like, yes, Friday the 14th, I will not be in at work because I will be up all night making videos.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's true.
Indeed.
My ass has to be hunched down here. If my old ass has to be hunched down here in my basement doing videos all night, and then I have to get up and go to work in the morning, I'm too old for that shit. I can't do that anymore.
I've been warning my boss.
I feel the same.
Yeah, tell us in chat, folks, how you've been, mentally or actually preparing for March 13th. I literally told my boss, we were talking about vacation days, and I was like, I need to try and save some. I'm hoping it comes out on April 10th because then my vacation renews and I'll be able to take time off that's paid. But otherwise, I'm taking unpaid time in March at some point, probably late March. I don't know. And then literally when it was like, okay, we're getting a trailer next weekend, we're getting a date next weekend, sorry, and it'll be in March. And then like, okay, so it's March 13th, blah, blah. I've already just been like, at some point that week, I'm just going to be taking a few days and you just won't hear from me unless you tune into my YouTube channel.
Yeah, I haven't even thought about it, to be honest, but figured I'd just figure it out.
Nolan Gardens gets Fridays off regularly.
Oh, nice, Nolan Garden. It's nice to get Fridays off.
I actually schedule Fridays off with my job as well. So it's for that very purpose. Amazon are so nice. They tend to drop the season when Threefold Talk is on every year. So I don't have to change my streaming schedule. It's very nice. I mean, they do coordinate with us, don't they, Amy? So we actually move Threefold Talk so they can show the series.
Yeah, I mean, they personally asked us to be nice enough to change our schedule just for them.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
But put in chat. Let us know how you're hoping to prepare, or maybe you already have. Literally, someone was putting a reply to a video, a video I think I did on Sunday, because I did the live stream Saturday night, and then I got up Sunday and then made a video about the teaser as well. And so someone commented and they were like, "Oh, I've already booked the week off work, so I can go down to London." Because they're assuming the premiere will be in London as well. I'm like, I don't even know there'll be a premiere.
We'll see. I mean, if we build it, it will come. Let's just do it. Everyone take that Friday off, because we may have to go somewhere for the premiere. In fact, take Thursday off too.
That's fair. Let's just ask chat, will there be a premiere? That's a good one. Hi Kev, by the way, welcome. And Winter's Lady, yes, Sharon Gillam will be at WhatCon 2025, which is very, very cool.
I didn't put that in my link. Sorry. Forgot about that one. There was so much news this week. Well, to start us off for tonight, I have to share a non-Wheel of Time related item from this week. I got to see a friend on Sunday morning and go take a walk around like a beautiful pond. It was like 35 degrees. It's quite cold. And walk around for like 2 miles. And we went to like this holiday market, and it was so nice. And she gave me a little holiday present, which is this candle. And isn't it pretty?
Oh,
it's so pretty. Now, this is the best because my friend knows me really well. The scents are basil, cannabis, and fir. And it smells, I have never smelled a better candle in my life. I was like, well, hot damn. So to be so excited about a candle is silly, but I'm going to go ahead and just going to light it up.
Spark it.
Spark that.
Light it up, light it up. Isn't that a song? Okay, I'm gonna spark up my cannabis candle. And it's so pretty. Look at that. The bubble glass and stuff.
It's honestly giving Aiel to me.
Mm-hmm.
It's like giving something that they would have taken as fifth.
I would totally take this.
Yeah.
It's a little Colorado manufacturer over it. A little area on the west side of the mountains. So yeah. Anyway. Cheers.
Cheers.
Chin.
All right.
We've got a cold weather advisory going on right now.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
We just had a wind and weather wet one, thanks to one of the named storms, but
a wet one? That sounds sounds like it's gonna hit your bottom.
7 degrees Fahrenheit feels like 1.
7 feels like 1. Oh boy, that's actually cold. Not that Wisconsin doesn't get cold, but dang.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I mean, it's been worse, but it's not fun. It hurts your brain,
That's true. So Kev says, let's ride this 5 million viewed teaser all the way to the premiere. Speaking of that, shall we just play it for shits and gigs?
I think we should.
Yes.
Yeah?
Right?
Play it.
All right. 1 second. Let me switch my screens around. And yeah, we'll just enjoy this fucking stunning trailer.
Let's enjoy it.
Honestly, like best trailer yet by a sizable margin. So let's enjoy this, and then we're gonna talk about some other news that came with this a couple days, well, mere hours ago, basically at this stage, and talk about a lot that goes on in this trailer. So let's play.
The world is changing. Who knows how deep the Shadow's roots have taken hold here? I have seen 1,000 futures. In every future where I lived, Rand dies. And the only way he lives is if I don't. You cannot afford to fail again.
Damn, that's good.
Insert incoherent shriek.
I know.
Yes. You know, isn't there a GIF where there's someone just doing like that?
It's a little baby.
Yes, it's all happening.
Yes. It's maybe we can be the lucky 5 millionth who've actually viewed it. That was 4,903,910 in terms of number of views.
It's a lot of hundreds of thousands left.
So glad when they pay money to run an ad campaign. It's so good. So good.
It's
worth it.
It's very cool. But yeah, along with that, we got What Wednesday, what we hope is going to be continued What Wednesday, if I can find the link, because I preloaded these up, obviously.
We're totally prepared, always, every time.
Yeah, Rob's really prepared today, folks. So, oh, okay.
Okay.
It's both together. All right, I see what you're doing. All right. So we have this. It's going to have like a 2-part thing to it, folks. But we had this announced yesterday. Shure, whose last name I'm not going to butcher because I actually never get it right.
Agdashlu.
Wheel of Time.
Agdashlu, right?
Agdashlu, thank you.
Agdashlu,
I don't know why I want to say it different every time. Honestly, I'll have said it right now, and then 2 minutes later, I'll be like, I'll just say it wrong.
You know what we should get?
I mean, I might be saying it wrong.
We should get a clip of her saying it because she's just so damn sexy. Just get her a clip of her saying her name, and we just play it every time.
That would be
so
amazing.
beautiful. So beautiful.
That is so good. So yeah, this got posted yesterday. Did anyone see Lesbian Nerdy's video on this?
Not yet.
No, I haven't, but I'm assuming that she has just become 340% more gay.
So she just hopped on.
I might have become 340% more gay.
My level of gay has definitely ratcheted up. Like
fair, totally fair.
Gone from like 50% gay to like 64% gay.
Absolutely.
It was brilliant. Jen's video, she gets on and she's just so incoherently full of squee in the most joyful way. You ever watch someone just have an absolute breakdown of joy, where they're so happy that they can't even form splutters of sentences, let alone sentences. That's Jen's video, and then she's just like, and you talk about like the gay agenda. We won! The gay agenda won! Look at this! and so much going on.
This is the gay agenda.
Yeah. And it was heartwarming, so heartwarming to see.
The gay agenda. Brunch in Shura Agdashlu is Elaida.
Yeah. That's
Done.
it. She's like, mission complete. We won. Deal with people.
The gays have won. We can all go home now.
Dash says, I am 50% more Rosamund Pike and now also have a thing for older Persian women. I didn't realize, apparently I've always been a bit Rosamund Pike because I've always thought that Sheree is stunning, you know?
Yeah.
Here we go. Jenny's videos reminding me of videos of a toddler getting a puppy. That is a great descriptor. That one really works.
We are, she and Kevin and I are going to record an episode of TVAD on Sunday in honor of the occasion. Names is going to be on a cruise because, of course, he's going to be on a fucking cruise. That man is never not on a cruise. Like, he keeps getting free ones, apparently. And I'm just like, you know, you could pass one of those over to a bitch.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
It's like, all that Amazon money.
Yeah. It's that sweet, sweet Amazon cash.
Mm-hmm.
Plot twist, the cruise is on his Amazon yacht.
And it's just him.
Yeah, just him by himself.
He doesn't love anyone, you know.
But yeah, we're gonna we've been on hiatus through January 1st, but yeah, the three of us are gonna get together and record because this should be remarked upon.
I agree.
So yes, I agree too. I'll just put this clip up here. I don't know how well you can read this, but please, hopefully, Amis, can you throw the link to this particular post on BlueSky in chat?
Yes.
So this is Rafe posting on Instagram. And I read it out for you folks. Back in 2020, when we were deep in the blight we had built in Prague, sitting on a wet log together, Rosamund said she had a question for me. She was giving a speech to Rand about a woman who had tortured her at the White Tower, needing her to make her more powerful. I explained it was Elaida, and she said, could you picture when you think of this woman? And then Ray's follow-up post said, I said, sure, eh? And she said, perfect. I have a thing for older Persian women, you know. And then 4 years later, welcome to and then tag Sheree. Which is just
so good.
Yeah. For me personally, I didn't have quite the level of squee that Jen had. However, I did have a reasonable level of excitement and squee because y'all think I made an April Fool's earlier this year about something, and maybe I didn't, which was very exciting for me. If you don't remember back when I was predominantly on Twitter, as opposed to hanging out on the that I do. I posted something on January 1st, and I'm going to get it up so you can read it. In fact, Kevin and I both did this accidentally. We did the same thing on the same, not quite the same thing, but we both imitated the Wheel of Time account. And at the time, obviously, it looked like Wheel of Time. But I posted this: whether you hate to love or love to hate her, we can think of better to play Elaida in hashtag Wheel of Time. Please welcome Sheree to our family. I posted this, and it went nuts. Like, I had the Wheel of Time icon, and it said Wheel of Time. It still said Tap Mouth, didn't change that. But you know,
you're naughty.
This was brilliant. Like it got its own Reddit thread apparently or something. You know, or it was high in one of the Reddit threads or something. Yeah. So I was very much, when this came out, I was like, oh, I actually did do that as an April Fool's, and it turns out I'm fucking right. So that was.
Was it a joke or was it foreshadowing?
Exactly. Was it a joke? Was it foreshadowing? Do I secretly know things and I pretend I'm just terrible at predicting things and just slip in the gold nuggets that you just don't realize are there? Maybe
you're a Wetlander foretelling, male Aes Sedai. You never know.
Maybe. But yeah, so that was great news. But we're going to talk, because of our wonderful guest, Jess, we're going to talk all about the Aes Sedai stuff from the trailer, because of this wonderful drop. So I don't know, Jess, do you want to kick us off with any particular moment in the trailer, Aes Sedai worthy, that you want to talk about?
Let me think. I think it starts 3 seconds in where we appear to be somewhere in the White Tower with gigantic statues of Aes Sedai.
Yes.
So we can talk about that. Just coming in hot right off the bat.
And that does come in hot right off the bat. That's a great sentence. Let me go to that point in the trailer. Share this tab. Boom! Right there. That is a cool point.
It is.
So if you look at them, I didn't notice this before, but if you look at them closely, it looks like they're wearing stoles. So I wonder if these are like statues of Amyrlins. And have they always been there? Or is this like an alternate reality? Like either when Egwene is doing her accepted test or when Moiraine does whatever it is she does in Ruidian.
I assumed it was Age of Legends, not.
I did as well.
I didn't even think about that.
Only because everyone's wearing 3 colors. They're all wearing the same 3 colors, and I thought that was an interesting thing for them to put on there. Like humans wearing red, yellow, and something else. And I thought
I noticed a lot of yellow, and honestly, Age of Legends hadn't even occurred to me. Actually,
it could be like an area of the White Tower we haven't even seen yet. Like we've only seen a few shots. Let's be honest.
That's true. We've only seen pieces and parts of it, but it actually, I don't know. I think Age of Legends actually kind of does make sense. And if you look at, like you said, the people who are walking across the floor, there are a lot of people wearing yellow. So I'm like, okay, so we got a bunch of yellow Aja here? Is this an alternate reality where a yellow is Amyrlin? Like, what is happening right now?
I mean, that has
one of them definitely looks like they're in charge. So,
I mean, unless we have
got the trailer still up. So these are, I don't know. Is that just a shawl, or are they? I mean, they're all wearing. Yeah, they are all in the same
they
outfit.
look like, at least in the middle, it looks like stoles.
Yeah.
But then, like, the whole stole situation isn't really a thing in the show. So maybe not. Maybe it's just part of their dress. I know, but they look like stoles to me.
Unless maybe it's just a nod to book readers, like, hey, back in the Age of Legends, there were stoles. Now we're just using different colors of clothes in the current.
That is possible.
You know,
that is possible.
And they're like, we're done with stoles now. Thank you very much.
Yeah, but she looks like she's being flanked by like Hare Krishnas, right? Like,
it really does look
like
Hare Krishna going on in this scene.
Or is this oh, okay, here's an idea. Is this Moiraine going back to the tower with the kids, or some of the kids at least, and then being escorted through the tower by guards because she suspected, you know, in cahoots with Melindhra?
It does. Like,
could this be Moiraine? This person in the middle?
It is the shorter sleeves with like the longer white blouse coming out of the bottom and the higher white collar. That she has worn stuff like that before.
Yeah, she wore that in Kyrian, didn't she? I don't know.
We may never know until the next trailer or until the season starts.
This is true. Yeah, we won't know. Probably won't know until March fucking 13th.
I mean, honestly, like, how long are they going to make us wait? How long are they going to make us wait for another one?
Yeah, they probably will. I'm going to go hunt down. So, shall I try and find? I'll try and find Latra.
I don't from last season.
From last season.
Well,
see
what's
if we
weird
can
is when I saw that, I immediately thought the origins. So then I went and scoured the origins a little bit, and I swear I saw those statues somewhere before, and I could have sworn it was in the origin stuff. But I looked at the White Tower one, and I looked at the Breaking, I think is the other one, and I didn't see it. But I was like, this looks so familiar. So I don't know.
She's just wearing a regular jacket, no stole.
Yeah, white jacket, no stole.
But stoles could also be a ceremonial thing, or if this is the Age of Legends, those statues could be commemorating older Aes Sedai who maybe did wear those.
Right, yeah, maybe in a different age.
Yeah.
It's
Any outcome is possible.
I feel like after watching this trailer, like at least like 75% of it is not in the real world of the show. So it's really hard to be like, well, maybe that's happening or that's it. But it could all just be complete nonsense because it's all maybe Freudian or accepted tests or whatever it is. Like it's not really happening. You know what I mean? So crazy.
Yeah, so this is Rosamund's outfit in Kyrian. And it does have that blue, the white, obviously underdress. So we know this comes out of the sleeves. I'm not sure there's a better photo in this. No, there's not. 1 second. Like these are just general photos that I found. Let me see if I can find one where you see the full outfits. That one actually. So there's a little bit of white coming out the sleeves here. You can see.
Yeah, the V.
Yeah, and obviously quite deep, and the
You
belt
never
on
know.
the waist. You never know. Who's gonna know?
It would be interesting if she came back in Kyrian in dress, because historically she hadn't been wearing that.
Yeah, I think that'd be weird.
That's true. The sleeves are much longer here. This is
or futures.
Yeah, this is actually that. Maybe that's not
possible futures.
The white there is too like straight and to the point. It's not like a V type shape, is it? And those sleeves are much longer than a Kyrian outfit, so maybe it's not.
Does it look like there's light reflecting off the sides of their heads? Are they wearing helmets?
Like ruffles.
Yeah, there is a reflection.
I think it's just the window. The chiaroscuro of this picture is on their face.
Okay, Laura says, is it the same outfit she wore on the beach in 208? That's also possible.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was trying to
think. She lost like part of her outfit. She her jacket went in the water. I think she would be done with that after.
Do you know what? Actually, now someone has just said that when she's wearing the outfit on the beach. Let me just put that up. If you look here, the sleeves are very puffed up and very much longer than the jacket.
Mm-hmm.
This is on her Instagram. So here we go. So like you can see the sleeves here. So, but this is still like the blue overcoat. It still makes a big V. Whereas in that picture, it's not very obvious. But you can see here, like the sleeves are very much, the blue jacket's much shorter. So,
well, I mean, just because the one that she wore in the ocean is trash doesn't mean that she doesn't have something else that's similar. So
this is true.
I mean,
let me see if there's anything.
I honestly don't think she's going to be in the tower. I think she might be. If that picture of her later in the trailer is in Tarwan, I think she's going to be hiding. I don't think she's going to go into the tower, but that's just my thought.
Well, this one here is.
Yeah,
this one here is literally the next shot. Like you can, if I scroll through the images, it goes from that to that.
Well, that's much more clear. You should blow that one up, the one you just had.
Yeah, this was like the last one, so that and that's not Rosamund Pike.
That's not Moraine.
No, that's not Moraine. Okay.
That is a woman. That is a dark-skinned woman.
Yeah, I don't know. Now I'm seeing more colors now that we see the still. You can see some colors in the back. Maybe it is the White Tower. Who knows? Hard to tell.
We got someone in something that looks like a kimono. We've got somebody in something that is...
Oh man. I thought that was somebody else there for a sec.
I'm just looking at the crowd in the background to see if there's anything they give away. This person and this person are kind of similarly dressed, and then these two on the sides are reasonably similarly dressed as well.
Who partners with
the person on the right is wearing something that kind of looks like a kimono, and the person on the left looks like it's not a sari per se, but it's kind of giving some kind of Asian influence, like
this one,
like
this dress is
the
longer
Mandarin
than this.
kind of style collar and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then obviously this is quite a mixed crowd. But I can't tell whether it's all women.
Than on the trailer. Yeah.
I can't tell if it's like mixed men and women, just women. It's definitely not just men, I don't think.
I think it's mostly
look at those
women.
Boots.
Those boots are banging.
There's
those boots,
nice boots. I like those.
Yeah, it looks like it's mostly women. Going off the length of the dresses or pants or whatever, but obviously there could be men slipped in with this wearing, whoever, whatever type thing. Then these outfits are not exclusive to women. But yeah, I definitely think, it still gives you tower vibes with what's going on here.
Yeah, the architecture looks like the White Tower.
It does. I mean, the columns definitely give you that vibe.
Yeah.
And then the windows.
Yeah, the windows, they have the Aja colors in it.
Yeah.
It looks like, well, it's got yellow, red, and blue, and then green in the middle, it looks like.
Let me go back to the beginning. I literally, if you're wondering what I'm doing here, folks, I have the stills. Thank you, What series, for this. I have the stills from the trailer, so we can just
they
zoom
did
in
that?
out.
They are really
good. I can't see colors in the pause, so maybe it's. Oh no, here we go on the left.
Yeah,
there's some color there.
There's blue in the middle there with red, green, and yellow. Red, green, yellow. There, and then the one in the middle is red, green, yellow, red, green, yellow, or red, blue, yellow with green in the middle. And then the one on the other side
has red in the middle. Maybe if you continue going around the room, there's 4 more statues that we just don't see.
Yeah, for each Aja.
Oh, that would be very cool.
Yeah, because I mean, if you look on the side, I'm pointing at my screen like you guys can see what I'm pointing at. But if you look all the way on the left side of the screen, you'll see that there's a plinth there in what looks like another big statue.
Yep, you're right.
And again on the right as well. So
right here, yeah, and if we look, maybe as it pans down to the people, if we look at the bases, they might be similar to these two. So let's.
Well, and Gnome Garden actually just read my mind that it's the supplicant's entrance of the White Tower. That's what I was thinking, is that maybe it's like, I was going to call it the lobby. I couldn't remember what the actual name was. It's the White Tower lobby. But it might be the supplicant's entrance, and those are just all people who are waiting to petition the Amyrlin, and then the 2 people in yellow are being escorted by tower guards.
Possibly, yeah. Oh, that would be interesting. So, but yeah, I think you're spot on. If you look at obviously there's some distance between these two. Sorry, I'm moving the mouse on my main screen. I realized none of you could see that. Here, you look at the way that there's one level, it's very dark. There's another level. If you look at this, there's one level, very dark. There's another level. I think with the distance involved, you see the same thing there, that you are right, that on the left here and on the right are more statues. So yeah, this could just be 7 statues in the Hall of Supplicants, and each one has the range of colors, with a different one being the focus, to show that the 7 Ajas, any of them can be Amyrlin seats, depending on how they want to win over the rest of the Hall of the Tower. So, and yet Gnome Garden is following this up with the supplicant's entrant would want to overawe the commoners. That's good.
Sure,
That's a very
absolutely.
good point. All right, so you think these
I
two
really
are...
like that we're seeing. I think the yellow are the guards, honestly. Or the yellow, maybe the person in the back is the person coming in. I don't know. I like the guards who walk on the side.
This person in the front definitely walks like they know where they're going, don't they?
Yeah. And if you think about it, it looks almost like this person is wearing almost like a ruff around their neck, like an like a early Elizabethan ruff before they started getting bigger and bigger and bigger. They started out small, and that's kind of what it looks like. It's really difficult to tell from here, but I could see that top giving kind of like doublet, and the person in the back and the person in the front do look like they are dressed in a similar way. So you would have the one person in the front leading them, the two supplicants walking on either side, and the guard in the back keeping an eye on them to make sure that they're not going to get up to some fuckery. So
yeah, this could almost be an Aes Sedai and their warder at the behind sort of thing. Like Aes Sedai leading the way, warder behind as a guard, or just... I don't... Would they use anyone other than an Aes Sedai to bring in people? Would they use an accepted, for example? I can't remember.
I thought they used to use accepted.
I thought that they did. I thought they used accepted, but that, I mean, they doesn't mean that they're going to do that.
I feel like it's just Aes Sedai walking, to be honest. Like, 2 yellows.
You think all 4 are Aes Sedai?
I do.
Wait, who is it? Who is it?
Only because they're wearing the matching colors. Like, it would just
when
be
they
weird.
went back to in season 1, when they went back to the tower, and Alana's just like agreeing with Leandrin.
Yeah.
And it's just like, you know, today we saw a green sister, you know, agree with the reds. What was there mention of like yellows being aligned with someone that day, or agreeing with someone?
I can't remember. I'd have to go back and look.
I'm trying to think, was there a follow-up somewhere about, you know, when Moraine sat down with the woman whose name eludes me, the blue sitter? Megan, yeah. Did they sit down? Yeah. Did they mention something about politics and that?
I don't remember.
I think, well, she brings it up to her, like, I thought she brought it up too. Like, that's when she says, you know.
Yeah, I'm just thinking this could be a manifestation of that scene. This could be. This could be, you know, red and yellow sisters on their way to be like, you know, you're getting the boot, Swan. I don't know. Who knows? It's a very, very cool scene nonetheless. So.
Well, then I was thinking, hey, well, what if it's Alviarin? But Alviarin is a white and she's not wearing white.
That is true.
Unless she's wearing black.
Who knows? We are full spoilers, so. But I mean, this scene kind of implies that Moraine at least sneaks into the tower initially, not necessarily the whole time, and then we have whoever's. You can tell I haven't loaded these photos up as I click through them. Whoever it is sneaking up on our right hand side.
That's going to be Lan. There's a sword looking thing over his shoulder. I bet it's Lan.
This is as close as we get. It's funny on the main screen. Me, it's really light, but on my actual screen, it's playing is really dark. That I don't know. It's stupid. Don't do that.
That blouse is like the same or extremely similar to the blouse that she was wearing on the beach at the end of season 2.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah. Because it's got the little like pinafore thing. The buttons are the same, high collar. Yeah.
Yeah. Kevin Angus in chat. I think we can all agree though that those are all channelers in that previous scene we were just looking at. I agree with that.
I am going to probably be wrong, but I am putting my eggs in the Hall of Supplicants basket, and those are 2 supplicants being escorted by tower guards. And they would replace accepted with tower guards because they want to introduce the concept of tower guards before the schism and the whatever the fuck the oh my god, the coup.
In the coup. Yeah. Fair. All right. This is 5th from the right is clearly Moggy. What?
I think
are you being serious?
Peter's joking.
Right,
sure,
okay.
But it was hilarious.
I realized going to the next Aes Sedai scene. I realized I've never zoomed in on this scene. How did I not realize?
That's fucking Leandrin.
Yes, that's Leandrin.
That's fucking Leandrin. And that's sitting on the seat.
Yes.
1 second. Like, What? My computer's now
And
fucking
Lanfear.
lost its shit.
So it's bizarre.
Is that Lanfear?
On the right?
I couldn't tell who was standing next to her. But yeah, I stopped on that when I was doing my video, and I was like, "Holy shit, that's Leander!" And that must be one
I'm
of
assuming
the
they're talking in Teleron because I think they're just everything's so quiet and they're just like so close together on the Amyrlin seat. Like I think that's a dream conversation. That's my thought, at least.
Here we go. The computer worked now. Yeah, I did not realize. I heard someone be like, "Oh, that's Lanfear." I did not pick up that's Leandrin for some reason.
Oh yeah, that is Lanfear. She's wearing the blow-up dress.
Yeah. No, McGonn's just put that, and yeah, like Lanfear in the Foregate outfit.
And that's definitely Leandrin. Like
Yes.
I would know those cheekbones anywhere.
Yes. And the jawline.
But she's wearing that. She's wearing the shawl.
I feel like she's wearing fur. I don't know.
Is she wearing fur?
I thought it looked like fur, but it might be the shawl.
In her dream, she could be wearing it because she wants power.
Yeah, that's Teleron Riyadh. She could be wearing whatever she wanted.
That's true. Yeah.
It'd be really funny if they were just wearing like, this age's like beach outfits or something. Like just random clothes from other ages.
Well, and
TR.
What it's looking like, if that thing with the collar and everything, now with Swan, it was standing up, wasn't it?
Oh, it was. Yeah, kind of like behind.
And with her, it's not. But it could be that, like, you could put it either way.
I mean, whatever she's wearing,
what
is
it looks like
down
is
the steps.
It's giving Spanish surcoat, which is another Elizabethan, late medieval kind of thing.
I think she's just trying to be bougie.
Yeah.
I mean, she could just be trying to be bougie, because who doesn't want to be bougie?
Bougie for the win.
I think it's interesting that Lanfear is wearing her blow-up outfit in Teleron Riyadh.
And do we think maybe that's because, is that the last time that Leanne, did she see her at all maybe in the season? In that episode, we don't see her and Leandrin talk, but we kind of assume it happens, right? Maybe? Like they could have got together at some point. Maybe that's the last thing she saw her in?
But Lanfear would be able to make herself look how she ever wanted.
Sure.
So
I don't know.
So we think this is a dream sequence from Teleron Riyadh.
I do.
I feel like it looks a little.
I feel like we need to ask chat.
Soft, glowy kind of.
For some reason, I thought you were going to say soft kitty. I've watched too much Big Bang Theory recently.
No.
All right, let's end the previous poll.
I've never watched an episode of that show.
It's a silly song that's one of the characters gets sung when.
Yeah, I know the song.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
No. I don't watch the show, so I would not make that reference.
Fair. 73% of people watching says yes, there will be a season 3 premiere.
Cheers, Foldies.
Cheers to you, Foldies, for that. Amazon, if you need people to interview on the blue carpet, I am available. Give me a call. What am I asking now? Is this a dream sequence? Is that what we're asking?
Yes.
Is that what I said? Yes. Is this?
Are they meeting? Is this like a meeting spot?
I think that they're meeting in Teleron Riyadh because, why else would Leandrin be sitting on the seat and Lanfear be hanging out with her?
Exactly.
They're meeting in Teleron Riyadh, and she's getting instructions.
Yep. Yeah. Kevin says no headdress, so maybe it's not Teleron Riyadh. Now that don't mean now, Kev, because in the second scene. Exactly. In the second scene, when Rand goes back to her and is like, look, I need your help. And she's like, all right, fine. I'll expose myself and blow shit up. Which I still don't fully buy, but, whatever. It's a good action sequence. She wears no headdress in that moment. And I'm just like, the outfit's better because of no headpiece. I still have a headpiece fixation.
I mean, the headpiece is really a Swan choice. I don't think that's an Amyrlin wears a headpiece. I think that's her style. I don't honestly think that every Amyrlin wears a headpiece.
Oh, I was thinking we're talking about Lanfear's headpiece.
Lanfear wore a headpiece?
She did in the sexy scene with the wheel, with Rand on the wheel. She's on the chair. She's got the big.
She didn't wear it with that dress though.
No,
not with the white dress. Yeah. So sorry.
She's not always gonna look like a mommy dom, Kevin. Calm down.
I think Kev was talking about Leandrin, and I mistook that and thought he was talking about Lanfear. So that's totally on me. I think there. Sorry.
Okay.
By the way, Rob and I are kind of anti headdress. I'm just saying, we don't love the headdress.
I think the headdress is delightful. I think it's amazing.
I didn't realize you were team
headdress.
There'll be a word for that. No,
headset.
Team.
Wait, which headdress? Any headdress. I'm
any
pro headdress across the board.
I think swans.
Big, beautiful hats.
It looks like she's got a swan's nest on her head.
Always.
You know what really just
If you think that looks like a swan's nest, Robert,
I have seen swan's nest.
Then you have no taste, no sense of fashion, no idea what looks good, sir.
I'm a man.
Not all men don't know.
I'm a middle-aged white man. I don't have fashion sense. So
you know what?
I know a lot of middle-aged white men who have fashion sense, and some of them aren't even gay. So
I don't believe that. Show me.
It's true. It's true. It's true.
So just to close the headdress conversation, I was really sad when we got to the Kadal scene, or however you say that. You know, when all the Aiel are there, and one of the Aiel up on the, on the top, is wearing a headdress. I was like, no, this would not happen. This would not happen in the desert. Why? Why is she wearing that?
I'm trying to think if I have anything that I can put on to piss you off.
Joe Perry's putting a comment in chat. That's Lanfear's real world costume and hair. Don't confuse us. I mean, why would they possibly try and confuse us with what they see?
They never confuse. We're never confused.
They never try and confuse us, Joe. So I don't know what you're talking about. That's clearly us just being wrong. So
I mean, if it is real world, then they snuck in there when nobody else was around and sit on the seat. That seems. There's always people guarding. I would assume the hall.
Look at this
headdress, bitch.
Yeah, but that's good. That's
cute.
A
nice headdress. That's not the same.
That doesn't look like a bird nested on your head, so
That's a cute one. Just start taping black cardboard about it a foot higher than that on your head. Let's see what happens.
I honestly reckon you can make that into Lanfear's,
You could.
Or giant fucking. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I think they're crafted incredibly well. It's just not my favorite. That's all.
Yeah, they're very well made. It's just, I don't, they're not winning me over. Love you, Sharon. Sorry.
I do love you, Sharon. Just not the headdress.
Yeah. All right.
It's all right to be wrong.
I mean, like I said, I have a 50% success rate with the hair hood Elaine conversation.
True.
But
should we show the Elaine link just for fun? Just that one link of
since we just mentioned that, yeah.
If you haven't been paying attention to Wheel of Time social media in the last few days, there's been a very long, a very large amount of discourse on whether this one image from the trailer is Elaine or not. It has become the Elaine or Elaine.
It's to the point where how some heavy eyeliner and a Norma Desmond turban moment really has thrown everyone off.
Yeah,
it's pretty funny to me.
It's true. So Todd Draws responds in his very special way.
It's so good. I'm gonna go find the little Kev video about it.
Yeah,
because Kev's video is great. He managed to find this and he shared it with me prior to actually putting it out publicly, and it was just brilliant. Where is the more?
What does chat think? Is this Elaine or Elaine? Does anyone share?
Also, kudos to Kev doing the follow-up, which was also this.
I love that you just had that wig around, Kev.
Yeah, that's impressive work there, Kev. But here is the actual. No, that's the video with him. Kev Kev, you post so much, dude. I love you.
You really do. How do you have the time, Kev?
Yeah, how do you have a job, dude? Seriously.
I don't understand.
With how much you post, I don't.
I feel like it's clear he's not doing his job very much.
Yeah, that's also possible. My God, how am I only? I must have scrolled through dozens of. Right. Okay. Here it is.
Okay, do it.
So this is the video he shared. Now, the really key bit, you're not going to see my mouse, but if you look at her teeth as this morphs, so this is a scene from episode. Where is this from? It doesn't say what episode this is from. Okay. But yeah, this is Kev doing
Kevin stuff.
Close up, blurring the two of these. So 206, there we go. And this is a brightened version of the Elaine, the headpiece one. And then if you look at her teeth, right in the middle, that teeny tiny gap, as it merges across, you're like, God damn, it's the same fucking teeth. And the nose is exact.
It's the same teeth and lips and nose and eyes and eyebrows and hair because it's the same person.
Yeah.
And it always was.
So.
Good job, everyone.
Yeah.
Good detective work, everybody.
But yeah, that was a lot of fun. There was Team Elaine and Team Elaine and stuff going around. Yeah.
It was
Where was the... Did anyone see the oh my God, I'm sorry, I've just said it. I've got a This is not Wheel of Time related, but I just saw someone redid Person of the Year on Time magazine.
Oh no.
It's Sauron.
He's the person of the year.
I'm just gonna put that up on screen for a moment. I'm scrolling BlueSky, just came across that.
Look at that very nice chair he's sitting on.
That's a very nice chair.
That's excellent.
That was well done. Oh my God, Kevin, go find the meme where you've got Rafe and Yosha, and like Yosha's like leant over a table or something, and Rafe's taking a bite and looking back at the camera like ooh, and it's like the things, what do you think they'll be focused about in the teaser, and like so Yosha is like a million different really really awesome things, and then it's like over Rafe is just the words Elaine, or Elaine versus Elaine type thing. It's such a great image.
All right. Well, we've got to talk more about the Aes Sedai in this trailer. There's so much going on. So much.
There is.
Can we talk the Alana Warder battle scene?
Sure.
In the alleyway,
that was
because
sick.
I have thoughts, and it's so good. So good. Please rip up the streets.
Well, and I think we need to do the does it come before or after? But there is a point where she is like doing hand-to-hand combat with fucking Leandrin.
Mm-hmm.
And Leandrin's fucking bleeding.
Yeah.
So
this is absolute badass.
So badass.
Yes.
This is what we should have had.
Looks like he wants to die. I'm going to be really honest.
So pretty.
Look at his face. He's like, God damn it.
It's like, why do I keep putting up with this shit? Yeah. But yeah, this is what we should, like, Amazon, you need to send me stuff earlier so that I can actually make proper snack water calendars. This should have been one of the snack water calendar pages. Can you imagine this right now as a snack water page?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Guess you'll just have to deal with what you get.
Sorry?
They're a snack pack.
They're a snack. Oh, hashtag snack pack. Oh my God, that's so good. I'm gonna say that. Okay. We are assuming. Wait, too many screens open. Here we go. Let's end the previous poll. 81% of chat says yes, Leandrin and Anthet are meeting in Teleron. I assume we want to talk about the screaming Alana, like who died photo.
Yes. I have thoughts on that.
All right. What are your thoughts on that?
Can I just say that some
Jeff,
of my comments are getting hung up for really weird reasons? Like, I tried to post in, like, from StreamYard into the chat that Leandrin's headdress was probably ugly. Well, I said fugly. It didn't like fugly. I reposted it as ugly and it went through. And then just now I said, I just really want somebody to give Leandrin a bloody nose. And it didn't do that, but it let me do nosebleed.
Huh.
Whoa.
I've never. It's that new upgrade.
Yeah.
Stop censoring me, StreamYard.
Yeah, StreamYard is pissed off that I've ended my membership with them. But you know, when they throw an 80% hike at you with 1 month's notice and no real gain in quality, like
no, that's not.
Yeah, snack pack is next year's a snack pack calendar. I don't know if we could do that. We'd have Taylor, then Priyanka, and then Taylor and Priyanka, and I mean, which Ivan? Because Ivan's been recast. So honestly, yeah.
Yeah, that's a new Ivan.
That's a new Ivan. Yeah. Well, okay, I need to put this picture back up. Apparently. So. Where is it? There.
You were gonna grab the crying one, I thought.
I was. I will do in a second, but yeah, this is that's not the original.
That's not Emmanuel. I can't remember what his name is.
I forget. Yeah. So. That's a new person. Obviously, that's still.
I didn't
Priyanka,
look at him close enough to even see it.
Look at those pretty weaves.
They are very pretty weaves. So, let me find. Skip through the terrible CGI of that explosion, because that really is terrible CGI.
Is it?
Oh, it really is. Where the pavement explodes. We'll go back to it later.
I haven't stared at it.
We did this. Kev can vouch for me. Yeah, we did this in the stream, and I paused it, and I was just like, "Oh, the CGI does not work in that scene." Hopefully, someone realizes and revamps it for the episodes.
Maybe when you're moving fast, it looks fine, but when you slow it down, when it goes quick. Not like.
Although
I think you're just being picky.
They only have a 30 seconds of the amount of money as Rings of Power. Give them a break.
Well, in theoretically speaking, like there's probably more finishing that they need to do. I doubt that every episode is in the can at this point. So
yeah.
Right. Where is that scene? Oh, they sort of follow on from each other here. Okay, so we have this. They follow on from each other. So let's. I'll throw up this first. There it is. They follow on from each other. So this is the Leandrin, Priyanka, Leandra. I don't know why I mix names. Leandra and Alana fight scene.
Yeah.
There's some shade. Like, look at this outfit that Leandrin's wearing. Seriously, all the black.
Well, do you remember in season 2, or like, is she wearing a black outfit or a red outfit? It could have been this. Like, it's just a little bit in between.
We're throwing hands.
Yeah, this is a black outfit that's got like. Oh, it's a red on one side, black on the other. Is it burnt?
No, the other side is black because there's blood.
Oh,
look at that face.
It's saturated with blood.
That's just saturated.
Whose blood? I don't know, but because look at her chest, tiny.
Yeah.
I don't think I gave you that link. I'm bad co-host. But the link that had all the scenes that they watched in the on the Thunder stage, and they sort of like wrote it all out and described all of it. Well, that talked about Leandrin's like fight before she even gets to this point, which is pretty interesting. I don't know if so she gets bloody, I think, before she even comes outside.
Right, fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is really cool. Also, by the way, because No McGarden, this is funny. We're going to talk about Alana loses a water. It looks like. Oh, we know it's Max and Bray fought Taylor and Priyanka. We're getting too close. I mean, those two take vacations together by themselves. Like, they are the epitome of besties. It's ridiculous. We'll just scroll through a bit of Trauma Perrin.
Hi, Perrin.
Hey, buddy.
We'll come back to you later.
Yeah, we'll be back to you another time, buddy. Here we go.
There.
I can't decide which one of them it's going to be.
I have thoughts.
Okay, go for it, Mies.
Could be.
No, go, Jess. Sorry, then I'll finish. No, you go.
Oh, I was going to say it could be Yvonne because obviously she and Yvonne are really, really close and they're connected all the time, right? Like she doesn't mask the bond with him.
Right.
And they're super close and they were together like first, whatever. But Maxim, like, she masked that bond because, as we know from that one episode in season 2, he just could not deal with having them both in his head all the time. So she masks that bond. So what if they start getting into this fight or they get surprised or something? She doesn't unmask the bond before they start to fight. He goes down. She doesn't know it. So she can't heal him. She can't have somebody else heal him. He dies. And so on top of already like what she's going to feel when her warder dies, which we know is awful, there's also going to be this level of guilt that if I had taken the time to unmask that bond, if I had masked it, if I was like, no, fuck you, I'm not going to do that, then I could have saved him. And it would just add like another, like ratchet that up just that much more to like, as like to further kind of explain the absolutely horrendous thing that she does later.
Right.
I know that we're full spoilers, but
we are. So that's a premature pull, I think, because so my thoughts on this scene is that her bond is not masked, and I think that while they're fighting, that Maxim dies. She feels the pain from Yvonne and herself, and then I think Ivan dies too. I think they both die.
Oh, okay. So I need to stop that poll and.
I think they both go, and that really makes her go a little bit more nuts. Yeah, she goes, or maybe Ivan goes first. Maxim feels the loss because he's the one in love with Ivan, and then she feels all of that. Then he dies, and then she's nuts for the end of the season. And I don't know when that bond change is going to happen. Probably episode 8, but that if it changes to her, that she's not going to have any orders anymore.
Okay.
That's my thought. I could be totally wrong, but I feel like it could be both.
I mean, it could be both. It seems like it would be a lot for it to be both, but
I mean, there's a lot of ways to play it. Maxim is clearly the fan favorite. So, do you kill the fan favorite or do you kill the other guy?
I mean, they took the time to make him the fan favorite. Obviously, they're going to kill him.
Yeah,
obviously.
This is true. Yeah, like
and this is a new actor for Yvonne, and
yeah,
so sorry,
it's a new actor. It's yeah, if you kill the fan favorite, it's really hurtful to the fans. But then if you don't kill the fan favorite, then the fans still have their favorite. You know, there's lots of ways to look at it. I feel like I blame Master of the Deck for this. I'm a sucker for trauma now. Apparently, I think that Ivan dies because. Why did Maxim become a warder? He became a warder because he fell in love with Ivan, and Ivan is in love with Alana, and he's like, okay, well, I want to be with him. He won't go anywhere without her, so I'll join as well, type thing. Now imagine Ivan dying. So Alana's dealing with the grief of losing a warder. She's now stuck with a guy who didn't want to really be her warder initially, but accepted being her warder to be with the guy he loved. Okay, and then on top of that, his grief of losing the man he loved is bounding back and forth with her grief of losing a warder. And you've got this whole like back and forth of just grief going and spiraling and building.
Yeah, I like that.
Total possibility too.
Yeah, so there's a lot of options here. I don't think there's I don't know if there's a wrong answer. I don't feel there's a wrong answer, but it's.
I don't love killing off another person of color either. Like
I don't like that either.
I don't love that for Rafe's boyfriend, which is not necessarily what the story is, but that is what I mean. I don't know. I don't like that. Just don't. Taylor is a fan favorite. We love him, and we don't know this actor at all. Nobody's connected to him yet. So again,
which is an argument for the fact that they wouldn't kill him because. Like, we're not attached particularly to Yvonne, regardless of who the actor is.
Right.
So what kind of impact would it have for the audience if he were killed when we spent way more time with Maxim?
True. That's why I feel like he would definitely die.
Yeah.
I mean, this could absolutely be Alana crying over another sister dying. This sleeve
That's
is
the same. No, the sleeve. That's one of their sleeves. Come on.
You think so? I mean, I don't know.
They're like a stone blue gray shirt. I don't know.
It could be.
It could be anybody.
Yeah, it could be anything. As this plays, let me flick through some of the scenes. You see, like it looks. If my computer didn't do it, we're on the emo band.
BDS team.
If you look at the sleeve, it looks like they're being slightly rolled over, perhaps.
Oh, you know what else with the who? That it kind of looks like Moraine's outfit when she's crawling on the ground too.
Could be.
Even though I think that's not a real scene, but
I'm looking at what the guys were wearing earlier as Alana's starting to channel, and it doesn't look like either. They're both wearing leather doublets.
Yeah,
and that doesn't look like either sleeves.
Yeah, Ivan's got pleating on his sleeve. Obviously, they're white ones.
Well, hold on, back it up.
Ivan's
got stripes on his sleeve.
Yeah.
Do those look like they could be stripes?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Unblur the sleeve.
Unblur the sleeve.
Enhance.
Because his sleeve is a blue, like light medium blue with darker blue stripes.
Yeah.
This is riveting television as we all just stare.
I know, we stare. Yeah. That's great television, guys.
Kev making a good point in chat. If Maxim dies on the TV, we spend the whole season getting to see her and Ivan trying to hold it all together, and then obviously we get to love Ivan, or the guy who now plays Ivan, by episode 8.
That would be fine too.
And then he's lost in the Battle of Two Rivers. Oh,
like, why do we have to lose him at all? Like, we don't have to lose him at all. You want to know what?
Hold up, wait a minute.
We want conflict. Let's talk about some fucking conflict. Okay, we lose Maxim. She's overwrought. Yvonne is also overwrought because he loves Maxim too, right? So they're just, the grief thing is bouncing around like we talked about. And then they're trying to hold it together. They do their thing. Alana forcibly bonds Rand. And then Yvonne and Alana are at like loggerheads. He's like, what the fuck did you do? Why the fuck did you do this? You are not the person I thought you were. Like, so now she's dealing with that, and ostensibly, because like by this time, I think that we have determined that Alana is actually a decent person. So out of just like grief and desperation and not thinking clearly, she does this terrible thing, and it is a terrible thing, and there's no excuse. No excuses, explanations, but not excuses. She does this thing, and now she's feeling guilty about it, but not guilty enough to let him go because she does know that it's useful to have him for like location purposes. And now she's got Yvonne pissed at her. So what is he going to do? Is he going to leave? Like this whole other kind of conflict sort of thing. And having Yvonne there to really drive home the fact that, hey, what you did is fucked up would be helpful for the audience as well.
Yeah. My book theory for the whole Alana situation is not really playing out in the show. So I'm kind of upset about that, but I always thought that Varen sort of compelled her a little bit to bond Rand in the books.
Okay.
They're just not like they're not like spending a lot of time together, unless maybe somehow, I would love it if we get more Varen, like if she somehow joins them by mid-season, maybe. Maybe that happens. I don't know, but
I need more Varen. I need Varen all the time, always.
We need Varen. Anyway, that was my book theory, but I don't feel like that's going to happen in the show.
Yeah, that's fair. I do like what you're saying there, Jess. I think we can all agree that whatever happens between Alana, Maxim, Ivan, and others is all just going to be traumatic as fuck.
Trauma.
I think it's going to be so much trauma. I don't know. And to be very clear, I'd like it if they didn't kill all the characters.
Absolutely.
It would be great if they didn't kill everybody.
But
let's not kill everybody.
Accurate.
Let's not be, let's not go completely down the Game of Thrones path. So let's not go crazy on the sex. Let's not go crazy on killing everybody. Let's not kill off the people of color. It'd be nice if we did.
Or make them all evil.
Or make them all evil. Absolutely.
Let's not do that.
But I really do like the idea of I just think that the trauma compounding around and the guilt, however, whatever combination we do it in, I really think it's because it's another way to show the complexities of the water bond, which I think they're spending a lot of time doing. Just generally speaking, we've had a lot of different ways to talk about it. The good things, the bad things, losing Aes Sedai. Now we can have losing waters, like, you know.
I do not want any more conversations about the fucking water bond. I just can't do it. No more. We've had it shoved down our throats for 2 seasons. Please, no more water bond shit. Like, we get it. Like, I love you, but we get it. Please, no more.
All right. We still have some time. Shall we move on to any other point in particular in?
Yeah, Jess, tell us.
Let me run through this here.
While she's thinking, was there anything else we wanted to share as a reminder from since we're not really doing a daily veil, but this is all daily veil?
Yeah, it's all kind of daily veil.
Should we remind everybody what's happening next weekend?
What's happening next weekend?
I don't know. See my link. Next weekend, guys, if you guys and gals.
Oh shit! Yeah.
They
My bad.
There is a special iteration of What Idol. It's the Christmas winter solstice,
that's right.
Hanukkah version of What Idol, or none of those above. Doesn't matter. But it's the seasonal What Idol.
The seasonal What Idol, yeah.
Next Saturday, the 14th, or Sunday if you live down under.
Yep, I will actually play that video.
Yeah, Jess, you pick a couple shots and we will.
I'm working on it.
Yeah, come and join this next weekend, folks.
Do we want to talk about Lanfear and the Goth kids and the ways?
Oh,
yeah,
yes,
we can do that.
I do.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that next.
We do that. All right, enjoy this. The folks, if you haven't seen this, I'm just going to play the Naughty List video because it's good fun.
This is a What Idol Holiday Extravaganza announcement. Ho, ho, ho. Okay, look. I know I said no extensions for the What Idol Holiday Extravaganza, but here we are. Put me on the naughty list. Also, how could I not use all of these wonderful Bad Santa stock videos I found?
So bad.
Maybe I'm just feeling thankful. Maybe I want to give you more time during the holidays. Or maybe my holiday wish is to have more submissions. Either way, the What Idol Holiday Extravaganza deadline is now December 8th at midnight Eastern Time.
Spoiler, that has
the
passed,
live
by the
show
way.
will be on December 14th at noon.
Sorry.
Eastern. Remember, you can submit holiday song parodies, skits, memes, cosplay, and more. And some of the submission rules have been updated as well. Be sure to check it all out at whatidol.com and have a merry What Idol, everyone.
So yeah, folks, that
I
is...
100% forgot to do something for that.
Aren't you glad we reminded you? I mean, at least to watch, not to do anything. But
yeah.
Yeah, Rapunzel is the champion for this, obviously, as well as Lauren himself. But yeah, and Salia, yeah, Rapunzel is the one I'm seeing. Salia is also posting everywhere, but I feel like Rapunzel has become Lauren's water for What Idol, at least this particular bit of What Idol. It's amazing. So they're getting together lots of giveaways and such. So they're going to be trying to do some fundraising to add on to What a Holiday. But yeah, they're paying videos and skits and all sorts of things. December 14th, 12 p.m. noon Eastern, which in the UK is 5 p.m. and in Australia, roughly 5 a.m. on the Sunday. And I think for Lesbian Nerdy and Bodhi, that makes it about 3 a.m. or 2 a.m. or something around there. So
yeah,
they may not be in live chat.
They may not. They may rewatch later.
Maybe. But yeah, go check
it out. Jenny's kind of crazy. She might actually be there.
She is. She made her What's It video at 2 a.m. So for sure. So, it's very, very possible. Okay. Also, going back quickly, thank you, Kev, for this. Going back to the Elaine thing. Here is the picture. Thank you for this. It's like, I wonder what they'll focus on from the teaser trailer. And there's like Viridian, Glass Columns, Age of Legends Rand, Cooler Than Dragon Head Blows, so many things. And then it's Elaine.
Some buff dude.
Some buff dude. Where's it? Oh, it does say that. Yeah.
Where's the possible Alviarin reveal?
Yeah. What is that?
It's in the call at the accepted test. Egwene's.
Right. Yeah.
There's a woman in white on the far
white.
right.
You know what? And I didn't even think about that being.
I totally just rhymed.
Yeah,
You
you
did.
did.
In white on the far right, bitches.
Yeah, you did. Nailed that.
Look at you go.
This is what we do here. We fucking rhyme. We're so serious.
What we do, it's rhyme. Since when?
It's right now,
Since
Rob.
now.
Obviously.
Yeah, apparently that we rhyme right now. That's it. That's how we roll. Okay. Let's bring up the emo group.
Emo group
for the win. Kev, I hope you're sitting comfortably because we are going to be flashing up on the screen. Very, very provocative and powerful Elaine image.
Yeah, she's got nice hair.
Bam. Look at that.
Yeah, they look so like punk, like future punk. And I'm an idiot because I'm watching this for my reaction. I'm like, I can't figure out who that is all the way on the left. It's fucking Perrin.
Perrin.
Everybody else
Perrin.
is there, and I forgot about Perrin.
I mean,
shush. None of you. No, don't be saying that either of you right now.
Hey,
no, not acceptable. I will
Perrin.
kick you up.
I love Perrin.
He is not.
I'm just
forgettable.
saying, in the fandom, it happens.
It does happen, yeah. I love the like we've got the hip shoulder pop thing situation going on
But
here.
they're
with
very
Gwen.
weird.
And then Yosha's almost trying to do something similar with like some kind of pop thing going on.
What's
it's very
happening?
And he's got like so much weird thing on his shoulder.
Like he's got
wearing something that's
poof.
here but sequins down the middle. Like
Nynaeve. Oof.
They're ready to go fucking goth clubbing.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I said
And
to Jen, go, Lise.
I was gonna say, I think Lanfear's headdress is a little bit bigger in this shot than it is in the actual season 2 scene with her on the seat.
She got a new one. It's
just a bit larger.
Updated, yeah.
She's allowed to do that.
She is.
I said to Lesbian Nerdy, I was like, Jen, if you went full goth for a cosplay, this is genuinely what I envisioned you would end up looking like. 100%.
I want to see your hair and
am I
braids
wrong?
like that. It's true.
So, and then Matty Boy with the crop top.
Matt looks like he's wearing like
bizarre
a kilt and a leather jacket, is it
But
just me or is that man? Yeah, it looks like a kilt, like a long kilt,
but then like
with
something
an overlayer.
With an overlay.
Yeah, with like a cropped motorcycle jacket, and then is he wearing like heavy guy liner? I feel like he's wearing heavy guy liner.
There was so much guy liner.
And I feel like he's got like a curly 1980s mullet situation happening.
Mm-hmm.
Business in the front, party in the back.
Yeah.
That's what I feel like I'm seeing there.
And is he holding something in his hand too? Like she's got a knife.
They've all got knives.
Is that just something behind him? It's
Do they
weird.
all have knives?
No, I think
they've all got knives.
Long ass nails.
No, they're not holding anything.
Huh.
What if he's got the dagger in his hands?
I think he might have a dagger, yeah.
I mean the dagger.
And then that's Maggedian in the back just chilling.
Yeah, just wearing her same short bangs.
Mm-hmm.
And her little bun.
Her little bun.
And then Perrin is absolutely giving Jon Snow. Like,
oh my, yeah, but Jon Snow on like steroids. This is like, if Jon Snow and whoever played the Wolverine's brother, cousin, whatever thing is in the original X-Men, the Sabretooth, the guy who played Sabretooth is a huge bulking guy. I don't know his name, but is like massive, fucking fur outfit on his head, basically. Huge bulk. It's like, if him and Perrin had a goth baby, this would be it. Not that Marcus isn't already a big dude, but he looks
really big.
Maybe it's because of how short Kira is in comparison.
Well, and the fact that he's standing a little bit like closer to the camera than she is, which then just gives more of that forced perspective. Because if you look at it across, he looks like he's about the same height as Yosha, which is normal.
Well, if anything, he's taller than Yosha. Yeah. So
who knows? He might be wearing like 4-inch boots. We don't know.
he might be.
I mean, it's true. They are all wearing what looks like spectacular footwear. So,
so if this is like in one of Maureen's Ruidian possible futures.
Excuse me, I just go through the boots.
Who would they? Yeah. Okay, yeah, go ahead, boots. Who would they be dragging, bloodying, and watching crawl across the floor? Because it's not
Moraine.
Rand.
It's Moraine.
No, that's not Moraine. Well, unless maybe she's in like an Aiel outfit or something, but definitely does not.
Well, it looks like she's in like a nightgown or something. Although she's got short hair.
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't look like It doesn't look like Moraine at all to me. But
I posited. I don't know if I actually said this on the stream. Kev, correct me if I did.
Oh, look at that face right there, though. Whoa.
Because the thing is with it being dark and out of focus, it's distorted. But the hair color is too light to be Moraine, and it's short. And they could have cut her hair, but like
that's Rosamund's forehead wrinkles, Rapunzel. That's Moraine's. Oh my god, no, not another one.
Look what we've got and done.
Oh. Kev. Oh, okay. So Kev says this cuts directly from the scene prior where Lanfear slashes her throat, and she still has the bloody knife. Okay. I
feel like that's just good trailer editing, to be honest.
Yeah. Is that the actual previous?
I think it's the one in front of it is when the other direction.
No, the slitting of the throat. I think is it before this? I think it's actually.
Oh, I think it's later, isn't it?
No, it's not. This is one. No, the golf scene is one of the last ones before the end of the trailer.
Joe Perry agrees. Is it Moraine? Okay, we need a poll. Moraine or Moraine? Do it.
Moraine or Moraine. Okay, fine. By the way, the previous poll has still been running. It is. I'll end it now. Okay, you mean the last time you see them? Okay, sorry, Kev. 37% think it's Ivan who dies. 34% say it's Maxim, so it's really, really close. And 27% think both die. Okay. Well, what am I calling this question? Who's crawling?
Moraine or Moraine?
Moraine or Moraine.
I mean, it doesn't look like Moraine, but if she's like embodying all these people getting attacked by Lanfear in all of her futures, then
August needs to be an option here for those that just cannot do another one of these votes.
Whoever it is that's crawling is doing it in a really creepy way.
Oh yeah,
it looks like The Ring.
Yes, it does. It gives me. I honestly, I got Magdalene vibes. I don't know. It makes no sense for her to be in this scene. But I got vibes of that when I first watched it.
I think it's the hair with it being short, and it feels like maybe it's lighter, but maybe not. I don't know who else. Here's the thing. If we are in this alternate reality where presumably all 6 of them have been turned to the shadow, who else would they be killing?
Right, exactly.
Yeah, that's very, very true.
Yeah.
So, maybe she was taken prisoner, they cut off her hair to humiliate her or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it's very, very possible. So, like you said, who else would it be?
Yeah, I guess what I don't understand is why in every single future that we've seen, why is Lanfear always killing her? Why isn't it somebody else? Why is it always Lanfear in her possible futures? I mean, I know
it be Lanfear.
I mean, I guess it would be because of the doorway scene, but I don't know. She could get killed anyway.
I think what it boils, if we don't get the door scene where Moraine takes Lanfear out with her to save Rand, if we don't get that, I can see it's David Bowie.
It kind of does look like David Bowie.
I can see them making sure that Lanfear is the one to do it as a nod to that part of the book. It could also be that Moraine figures out a way to take out Lanfear at the same time as she gets taken out. Yeah. So if they don't go through the door, but she still takes out Lanfear.
Yeah.
So I can't remember what her futures say in the books, to be honest, at all. So someone tell me.
I think we're getting close to end.
Yeah.
I want to round it out with a bit of Elaida discussion. Do we see, now that she's been officially announced, do we see Elaida in the full trailer? And what do we see if we do?
If we don't see her, I'm going to burn down one or more buildings.
I'm going to be mad, for sure.
Okay, so we're saying yes. What are we hoping we see of Elaida in the trailer? And chat, answer this as well. What do you want to see Elaida doing in the trailer?
Like with the teaser, we've already established that we're going to be seeing like a bunch of different alternate futures, right? And so what would be wild is if we got a shot of Elaida sitting on the seat. Is that something that really happens? Is that something that is just in one of the alternate futures? We don't know. Plus, then we get to see her, and it would be amazing.
Yeah, at first I thought the shot with Leander and Lanfear was her. Before they announced her, I thought it was Elaida.
Right.
And then realized it was not her. But yeah, I think that would be good to see her sitting on the throne.
Rapunzel says the whole trailer needs to be just Elaida. Did you see how many people were saying they'd watched Wheel of Time with that casting?
Yes, I did. So many.
I mean, Shure comes with a huge audience.
She does. She comes with a really big fan base.
In terms of sci-fi fantasy, I would absolutely say Shure is probably the biggest name they've stuck in the Wheel of Time. In terms of specific sci-fi fantasy.
I didn't even think about, like, I knew obviously that she's really well known for The Expanse, which I have decided, I've been going back and forth on what series I want to react to next, and I've decided I'm going to do The Expanse because
you should definitely do it.
Thing. But yeah, it didn't even occur to me that she's going to come with a huge fandom. Like
all the video game stuff
our
is
Expanse
amazing.
Brethren are going to come and
she did this huge game that she voiced.
Is that Assassin's Creed she was in? No, what was it?
There's I don't know, there's this space one that an ex-partner of mine watched. She was obsessed with the game, and Shure was one of the voice actors in it, one of the main characters of the game. Obviously she's done The Expanse. I mean, I've seen her in multiple things over the years.
She's in Arcane for a little bit.
That's it. Yeah, she does one of the voices in Arcane. She's insanely talented, and it comes with, like Rosamund's obviously a huge name herself, but she doesn't come from a specific sci-fi fantasy background, like
and that's
Rapunzel just reminded me of this chat you sent me earlier. Carry on talking.
I was gonna say that's one of the reasons why I thought, I'm not entirely sure that I buy that Rosamund's going to be gone for good, but by the same token, like, there are probably people who will not like this, but I don't think we're going to see the Finn, because it's just a huge left turn out of the main story. They'd have to explain an entirely different universe on top of the one that we're already in, the one that came before, and Teleron Riyadh. And now we also have to explain this other one that isn't Teleron Riyadh. And it's not the Ways, because we had to explain that too. So now we're going to add another one? Like, I don't think... And it's like the Finn storyline, you can tell the story without it. And I know that people aren't going to like that, and they can kiss my butt, because I don't care.
Yeah, I don't like it, but I agree with you. I hate it.
You got to give something... That's like, what do you give Matt? Because... that's not his main thing throughout the season. But I mean,
it doesn't have to be the Finns. He could go through a magical doorway to some magical place that we just assume is kind of like the magical place that Moraine and Swan goes, but maybe it's a different kind of magical place. And we don't have to explain the Finn.
In Wizard of Oz, it was behind a curtain, like...
You can go through the door and end up in Teleron Riyadh, like, okay, there's another Teleron Riyadh that takes you into Teleron Riyadh. Or maybe he goes through the stone columns. You don't have to be a channeler to do it, right? So, maybe he goes through the glass columns too. And then, like, his shit gets all messed up. Maybe we end up seeing him hung. That's where he gets the Ashendari. Like, there are ways that we can incorporate those elements of the story without having to explain an entirely different universe with a completely different race of people that has rules that don't make any sense and all of this other stuff. When you got 15 books, yes, do it. But you've got 8 episodes.
we don't even understand what's happening there. So like,
yeah, exactly. We've all read these multiple times and we've talked about it a lot and we still don't get it. So like,
I mean, you could just do it and not explain it and just leave it.
I mean, you could.
no,
I mean, they've already
like
done that
that's
with
not a good
like
choice.
50 other things. They don't explain a lot, so
Yeah,
I mean,
you know. There's a lot to be excited about on this trailer.
oh my god. So Elaida,
So
we're
much.
talking.
Elaida,
You
we were
said-
talking about Elaida, yes.
You said on the Amyrlin seed. I think it'd be just cool to see her. We've seen a lot of powerful women, but Elaida's power is so like self-absorbed. Like I think it'd be really funny to see her walk in like she's an actual queen with like her whole like entourage. I mean, Elaine had it a little bit when she came in and they had all of her suitcases and stuff, and then they took them all away because novices don't get that. But I feel like it's like that times 20, you know, like she's going to walk in with like a bunch of servants and stuff because she's Elaida and she doesn't think the Aes Sedai rules apply to her. And,
Well, and I think that there is confidence and power, like what you see in Moraine, like what you see in Swan, and then there's just power in the appearance of confidence, which is what you
Mhm.
get with Elaida. And
Yeah.
I am just so excited to see her because Elaida,
stop
I
and
love
read.
how I paused you and stop and read. To argue very briefly against Jess, though not.
Rafe
also
asked
not
for a
very
wild
much.
out there thing at the very end. I don't understand what that means.
Is this in an interview, Kev?
Is that in the Brazil?
Maybe
No,
I haven't broken
it
that
was a
down yet. So
long
maybe that
time
was
ago.
yeah. There were comments that were made where people were like, did he just confirm the Finn?
I don't think he confirmed the Finns. I think he confirmed Teleron Riyadh, which we haven't seen yet, and which is weird.
Okay, fair. Maybe
People
that's the
can
thing. Anyway,
can travel to other places. Like Egwene literally traveled to a different place in the real world through Teleron Riyadh. Tell me that's
Right.
not weird. Okay.
It is weird.
So, you know, also whatever is happening in the glass columns, also weird. So, what was I saying? Oh, right.
You were talking, yeah.
The
sorry,
reason that
yes.
Elaida.
The reason that I really like Elaida is that she's a villain, but she's just she thinks she's doing the right thing. She's a bad guy, and she doesn't know she's a bad guy.
No, she's
She's terrible
dumb.
at her job. She is easily manipulated and influenced to do all of this stuff that she thinks is right, but it's awful, and she's pissing everybody else off, and she's fucking everything up, and like she's just terrible. And I cannot wait to see this absolutely incredibly talented person bring that to life, because all of the nuance of Elaida, because you know what, she is layered and nuanced, and now in the show every other character has become more layered and nuanced. Like it's gonna be a fucking masterclass, and I can't wait.
I'm excited too.
Yeah, I think it's going to be pretty awesome. So apparently that comment comes from an interview Sharon did with Roger Tabalon. So,
That's right.
and in the interview, Sharon said where she said that she did a special one-off costume with heavy makeup prosthetic collaboration. So that doesn't necessarily, it could be anything. In Wheel of Time, that could be anything.
It'd be a dark hound for all we know.
Yeah, absolutely. So
it
who
could
knows?
be a dark hound, it could be Shadar Harath, it could be
Could be the Golem. It could be who knows.
And
and
I'm excited for this, whatever it
Could
is.
be Randuin for prosthetics, possibly. Maybe that's not. Not with heavy makeup, but I don't know. It could be many things. I think what we should round today's discussion out, celebrating the Sapphics, and with a post from reading the pattern. So let me switch my screens again and throw this one up. It's a Sapphic graphic for
Rhyming.
Yes, exactly. More rhyming. So please enjoy all the Sapphic tension and Wheel of Time now. You have your estranged wives.
This delighted me.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Rebecca.
Yep, you have estranged wives. You have toxic exes, which is Swan and Leandrin. You have Wants to Dominate, which is Elaida over Moraine and Swan. Moggy over Lanfear and over Leandrin, but Lanfear's also over Leandrin, and then Moggy wants to dominate over Nynaeve, and then wants to kill but horny, and that's Swan over Elaida, back and forth between Moraine and Lanthyr, and then Nynaeve over Liandrin. I'm having fun working all these out.
I know,
And
it's
then
hard.
Terrified of but horny, and that's Moraine terrified of but horny over Elaida. Liandrin over Lanthyr, Lanthyr over Moggy, and Liandrin over Moggy as well, and then Nynaeve over Moggy. Oof, it's great. It's such a good graphic. So nothing between Moggy and Swan though. Absolutely nothing. That's clear cut. That one's good. They have no connection,
No,
folks. That
they
one's
have no connection.
there's your one easy piece. Like that's your in. That's how you get in. This is the easy way to know. Here's the sapphic graphic, the sapphic tension at work. Nothing between Swan and Moggy. Done. Easy. Now you can say the rest.
Rapunzel brings up a good point. Nynaeve's not horny for Liandrin. I mean, I think
she's a little horny.
Maybe a little, but
yeah, I think in the show, yeah. Also, I love how you and Kev are like having this little riled up thing for Sunday.
Because everybody's like, I hope it's the fin. I'm like, it's not the fin.
So when
and Kevin's like, can't say it's not, and I'm like, sure I can.
When will your episode drop
Kevin.
that you're recording on Sunday? When will that drop? The episode?
Tuesday, probably.
Tuesday? So early next week-ish, folks, you'll be able to hear this discussion between Kev, Jess, and Ken.
Jen.
Yeah, Jen.
We don't know
say
Ken. We don't have a Ken.
Yeah, I say Ken. I was like, I paused. I'm like, did I say Jen or Ken?
And Jess, tell everybody.
That's Leslie Nerdy's alter ego.
Yes. When does TVAD normally launch their shows? When you come back in January? Is it Tuesdays or Mondays? I can't remember.
It's Tuesdays. TVAD Tuesdays. I am now the person who's going to be editing, though,
Oh,
because we can't afford
go.
our editor anymore. So
TVAD Tuesday, unless it doesn't.
TVAD Tuesday, unless it doesn't.
Sunday morning for the patrons, likely.
It's too early in the morning now. I never catch it anymore. I'm like asleep.
I work Sunday night, so I wouldn't be able to catch it because that would be Sunday morning for you guys.
Like you can see the live stream, but then it stays up on Patreon. So
yes, I always watch
it.
Patron. I watch it after I wake up and get coffee. Sometimes I catch you for the last 3 minutes.
Well, the whole thing will still be on Patreon.
Yes,
so you can watch the whole thing async. But
absolutely.
Yeah. And
but
Jess,
Tuesdays for all you other peons.
All the other peons. And Jess, where can they find your YouTube stuff? Aside from
you can find me on YouTube. I am the Amyrlin Study, where I do reaction videos to mostly fantasy TV and movies when I actually am doing it. I just did Agatha All Along, and I finished the first season of Vox Machina. As I said before, I'm going to launch into The Expanse, and I'm going to do season 2 of Vox Machina coming up. And then, so that's on YouTube. And then also you can find Tarvalin After Dark, my podcast with Nameless and Lesbian Nerdy and frickin' Kevin. Anywhere that you get your podcasts.
Yay!
She's a busy lady.
She's a busy lady, and I don't know if you met JordanCon, but if you want to meet this wonderful woman in the flesh, and I well recommend it because she's wonderful and gives awesome hugs, please come to WhatCon.
Definitely, I should be at WhatCon. I'm not going to be at JordanCon. I should be at WhatCon.
I'm still waiting for the year that TVAD does Malkier. That's going to be a fun year.
That'd be
so.
I would love that so much.
I might give you a panel.
That my next job pays me enough for international travel.
Yeah.
Just tell tell Nabes to sell a yacht. Why did I say Nils? Clearly time for me to go back to bed. Thank you.
Sell one of your yachts and give me all the money.
Come on, Nabes. Do the work.
You don't need 7 yachts. You picky bitch.
13 weeks today, folks. You will be almost to the end of episode 302 of Wheel of Time season 3. We will be an hour and 50 minutes into season 3 by this stage in 13 weeks.
Amazing.
Scream.
That's insane. So there's going to be lots of Wheel of Time content coming out. Please follow the people we've mentioned and put up on chat. Please follow us, like the videos, all those sorts of things. Next week we will be doing a huge Aiel focus. Melindhra will be back. She's taken a couple weeks off because she's been doing some family acting. It's very adorable. She shared a couple photos and we're just like, oh my God, you guys are so cute. But she'll be back for what will potentially be the last Rethought Talk of the year, looking at when Thursdays fall for everything. Yeah. But yeah, come and join us next week where I promise I will try and get up on time for the show. Notice I said try before anyone tries to quote me on that next week.
And that's true. You did say try.
I did say try. But that's it. So thank you so much, everybody. Go and watch the trailer. Go and squee and share and have fun. And until whenever we next see you, may you always find love, water, and shade. Bye.